Hello guys, what is up? Little Hollow here, and we're back with more Fire Emblem. We're heading to the next chapter.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Blue Sea Moon. The Impregnable Fortress. When Claude steps down as its leader, the Leicester Alliance disbands, and its lords swear fealty to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. The chaos in the kingdom begins to dissipate as the people unite under Dimitri's rule. Riding this momentum, the Kingdom Army prepares to march south for a decisive battle against Imperial forces.
Yep.
We will finally have our decisive battle with the Empire this month.
The Eastern Lords are in the process of consolidating all of the troops within the entire kingdom. In addition, ever since Aryan Road's liberation, the Western Lords have been declaring their fealty, one after another.
Affairs within the kingdom have calmed down considerably, and we even managed to win over the Alliance.
Although it was a rough go at first, I'm starting to feel like we could actually win this. That's true. Thinking back on it now, we've really come a long way.
We even have a lead as to where Rhea is located. It is as we predicted all along.
Yep.
If we are to rescue Rhea, then we must defeat the Emperor. If we're going to march from the monastery to Inbar, then we'll have to cross the Great Bridge of Myrddin again, right?
Yes, I believe so. As we have gained the Alliance's support, we should not have any trouble this time. After the bridge, we can cross Gronder Field and head south. And then we'll take Mercius, the so-called impregnable fortress that towers on the other side.
Fort Mercius, I know of it. They say it rivals even Aryan Road.
To be fair, we technically took in 4 turns. I'm not worried.
Count Burgleys, the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs, once had troops stationed there. But according to our spies, a large-scale military force has entered the stronghold. Perhaps they are gathering soldiers from various regions to compensate for their losses.
If we try to avoid it, those troops will follow us and attack from the rear. It is best for us to handle the situation head-on.
Got it.
Once we take Fort Mercius, Enbar will be within reach. This is the Empire's last chance to stop us from arriving at our goal.
In other words, if we take this fort, then our blades will be at the Emperor's throat in no time.
If this is the last fort between us and them, then the Emperor will likely do everything she can to strengthen its defenses.
I just received a report on that very subject. The one commanding the troops stationed at Fort Mercius is someone we have crossed blades with many times.
Death
It is
Knight.
the Death Knight who awaits us there.
You know, I don't need to explore. I'm gonna rest and get my sword back up to full. My first certifications. See if anyone needs anything. Oh yeah, Eloise. I think I can switch you now? Have you maxed out yet? Ugh, you're so close. What is your bow skill at? Because I think you're like... Because what I'm realizing, we don't really need to talk to anyone too much, because we've already gotten, like, everyone's approval ratings really high. Pretty much maxed out for most of them, other than... No, actually, all of them are pretty much that I really care about. I don't really care about setup or playing. They're just kind of there. Alright, it's nearly maxed out. So one more rest and then we can skip to the end of the month.
I understand.
I'd like you to...
Obviously, we need better cook.
Understood.
Come on, let's skip on through. Because I'm probably making a very big mistake here by skipping through everything. But we're like in the end game. I want to try and see if I can't finish the game in the next couple of episodes.
This will be no...
Yes. We did well.
War is an effective team.
Still a long way to go.
Looks like I'm getting...
Sure.
It is not guaranteed to be good.
Regardless of the quality. I'm ever so grateful.
Alright, there. It's capped. Oh, I didn't mean to instruct manually. Because pretty much like everyone's skills, I don't really need to pay attention anymore. Yes, I might be able to increase them more, but at this point, it's kind of negligible.
We did well.
Seems my practice is pay.
He got an S rank, so now... Oh, it's Byleth's birthday. Oh yeah, that's right! Oh yeah, I got another layer.
It seems my proficiency.
Well worth the...
Time to go for this big battle. The Impregnable Fortress. Grimoire. What class is that? I don't recall seeing it.
The Kingdom Army crosses the Great Bridge of Myrddin a second time, moving south through Gronder Field. However, in order to reach Enbar, they must first seize the impregnable Fort Mercius.
Yep, this is it.
Fort Mercius. Said to rival Aryan Road, the Silver Maiden. Perhaps a head-on siege was a foolish plan after all.
It'll be fine.
No, you're right that it's the only way. I don't think the Death Knight would have fallen for any tricks. Even if they are denied supplies, they could hold a fortress like this for months. And we cannot discount the possibility that they will receive more reinforcements if our siege is delayed.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. And we have no option but to do the best we can. Say, Professor, in the past, it seemed like the Death Knight took some strange satisfaction from his fights with you.
Yeah, so maybe we can bait him out by that.
He's an unpredictable opponent, a dangerous one. Please proceed with caution. Of course. You were the heart of the Blue Lions, and the same holds true for the Kingdom Army.
That woman approaches.
They broke through the gates. Guess it's time for an impressive counterattack.
How did I get tangled up in all of this?
You are finally here. Will Death's scythe claim you? Or will I fall to that sword of yours? And Mercedes, here you are as well.
Wait, Mercedes?
I am ever so grateful.
Thanks.
Because it's assumed that the Death Knight is Jareek's, because
Thank
he's
you.
been gone ever since the whole business.
Thanks.
My thank you so much.
No.
Well, is that the one? Thanks a
Properly
bunch.
repair like everyone's weapons.
Is
Wow,
that
you
the one? Thanks a
nearly
bunch.
broke your bow.
Is
Just be on
that the
safe
one? Thanks a
side.
bunch. Is that the
You
one?
definitely
Thanks
need
a bunch.
repairs.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the thanks a bunch? Is that thanks a bunch?
What can we buy here? Alright, so base. I want to see if I can buy any material
Come back.
here, but that's not the case. I know Aloysius got something new. Yeah, that. Oh! Even more crit! Let's trade that out. Wait, who has the crit ring? I think I do? No, I don't. But I need to look at his... Oh no, he has the crit ring, that's right! I forget who had the crit ring. How much crit does he have now? Oh well. Let's get started.
They broke through the main gate.
Yeah.
Trample them. All save that woman.
Even though we smashed the main gate, Fort Merceus is still an ironclad fortress. And the enemy commander is the Death Knight. We must not falter in our assault.
Nope.
I now see why they call this keep impregnable. Everywhere you turn is defensive weaponry. We must capture all of those locations as we push forward. If even one of them takes a shot at you, we will be in trouble.
A giant demonic. Alright.
Ready when you are.
Let's just go ahead and take care of you.
Nice try. My duty is your death.
I'll cut through.
Fools. Push forward and surround them.
Ready and able. Leave it to me. I am prepared.
I'd be honored.
What's my strategy?
Can Violet even reach there? No.
I'm your girl.
Our best bet is probably to get everyone
Leave
else
it to me.
kind of moving in that direction. What's the farthest you can run? Right there, huh? So if we have Violet move right here, we can then
At your service.
have her dance.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Allow me to demonstrate.
198 crit. That's a large crit yet. Oh, there's Kaspar. Ow.
Here is something to believe in.
I must lead them well.
This
Ow. Wow. Okay. Oh, we definitely need to try and take him out. He's gonna do a big attack, and he'll catch like all of us here.
Allow me to demonstrate.
It won't be in vain.
Pointless.
God, he's been taking a beating here.
now you'll learn.
Oh. That's pretty good.
Be careful.
No, he's gonna die from that. So what we need to do... just kill you on the first attack.
It was meant to be.
Can you do anything about this? Oh, perfect.
Get out of here.
I didn't have to even attack with violence
I could
yet.
learn from that.
weak. This is...
Got no time for your guys' crap.
Watch and learn. Here is something to believe in. Another victory.
Can I hit anyone? Ah, I can try. Oh yeah, definitely go for you.
I'm still here.
Can't let you stay alive at all.
My apologies.
Alright, let's get you rolling. Let's just kill you. Because the other guy's gonna die anyways.
I must stay the course. Growing.
Quite helpful.
Oh, wrong person, oh well. And then finally you. You can just... Meow. Bliss is kind of annoying.
A necessary sacrifice.
Seven, add quickly. Do something, stop you, right? Oh, you're getting your ass. Hit. Alright, this next turn I should be able to try and end this. I might be able to. Let's just end this in one shot.
You're stronger now. Whether I kill you or you kill me, I'm looking forward to this.
No hesitation!
Oh, it's great.
To kill, to die, to know one without the other would be maddening.
I'm stronger than before.
This...
The enemy general has been vanquished. Everyone, move to gain control of the keep. Victory is ours. Raise the banner of the knights. May it soar proudly over the impregnable fortress.
Yeah. Because also, I'm just kind of skipping about now because I don't really have to rely on anyone but Byleth. She's just too strong now. And it's working out just fine.
Your Highness, our capture of the fortress is complete.
Now the path to the Imperial capital is finally open to us. Once we have finished cleaning up after the battle, let's have another meeting to discuss our next move. It would be one thing if we were at home or at the monastery, but to waste our resources like that here would be most...
Pardon the interruption. We've just received a letter from Margrave Gautier.
Oh?
Very well. I will read it at once. I see. It seems the conflict within Fargus has at last come to an end.
Yes, Your Highness. Margrave and the other Eastern Lords are at the center of it, and are gathering the Kingdom's military forces even now. They intend to join with the Alliance army and send troops and supplies to the monastery.
What do you know? My old man is really pulling his weight. Did he seem well?
Yes, as well as can be expected. He has taken it upon himself to bring order back to our troubled territory, while His Highness is away.
I am truly in the Margrave's debt. I will be sure to thank him properly at first opportunity. Thank you for the information. Now tell me, did it seem to you that my presence was needed back at the monastery?
Well, I do have a verbal message from the Margrave on the subject.
A verbal message? How strange.
The other day, he arrested one of Viscount Kleiman's men. And, well... the prisoner has claimed involvement in the tragedy of Duscur. He has implicated his lord as well.
Oh, shit.
Go on.
I was told they would be transporting this man to the monastery, along with the troops and supplies. The Margrave said that regardless of the credibility of the man's testimony, how he should be dealt with was your decision alone, Your Highness.
Very well. All that considered, I will return to the monastery at once. Will you come with me, Professor?
Sure.
Thank you.
So, we'll finally get some answers.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Verdant Rain Moon. Our chosen paths.
Oh, that definitely has a bit of finality to it.
The Kingdom Army has captured Fort Mercius. Managing troops from the now stable Western Kingdom and former Alliance territory, the Kingdom Army returns to Garreg Mach to regroup and reorganize its forces. With sufficient might to challenge the Empire, the Kingdom Army finalizes their plans to march on Enbar, the Imperial capital.
Ah, there you are. His Highness was looking for you. He's gone ahead and started interrogating the prisoner, Viscount Kleiman's man.
I'll be quiet
He
now.
said he'd like for you and I to be present as well. Will you come with me?
I cannot overlook your reckless remarks. Are you really so keen to lose your head?
I only did what I believed was right. I swear to the goddess that I'm not lying. Amidst the turmoil of the tragedy, Lady Patricia was supposed to be the only one who was unharmed. We had been given orders ahead of time to not approach her carriage.
Of course not. What would my stepmother have had to gain from such a...
Perhaps Lady Patricia would have done anything to return to the Empire, to her husband and daughter.
What exactly are you implying?
For the past few months, I've been spying on lords who defected to the Empire in order to investigate rumors about Lady Patricia. Cornelia's words were true. The two of them, I am afraid they conspired together after all.
Enough of this nonsense! You say she wished to return home? That isn't nearly enough reason to cause such a tragedy.
I do not intend to imply that the two of them were solely responsible for the whole affair. They were likely nobles who opposed the king, or potentially someone who wanted to throw the kingdom into chaos. The Empire and people like Solon and Kranya had their motives too.
So my stepmother joined with them to cause the tragedy. Is that what you believe?
Ultimately, this is just conjecture based on the evidence at hand. I have no idea what their true intentions were.
I see. We will hear what this man has to say. For now.
My lord had long felt that King Lambert's radical ways were dangerous. At the time, he was approached with an offer to take part in the incident at Duscur. My lord loves his homeland. To me, he embodied justice. We were only doing what we thought was right.
And so, in the name of justice, he caused massacre upon massacre out of love for his homeland. You murdered your own king, killed our soldiers, and involved innocent citizens. And yet you have the gall to speak of justice!
I am only standing before you now, because I could no longer bear the weight of my sins. Yes, I believe I do.
Gilbert, lock this man in his cell.
Are you not going to kill him?
I will make that decision once I have had time to consider this man's definition of justice.
Yes, Your Highness.
That's a lot to take in.
No, I cannot say that I am. Tell me, Professor, how well do you remember your father, Gerald? Soon enough, you will come to understand how painful it is to forget the faces of those who have passed on. To be honest, I cannot really remember my stepmother's... that woman's smile, nor the sound of her voice. I always told myself that I would not allow my mind to forget, and yet, all I can recall with clarity is her gazing away, so forlorn. Did my stepmother wish to go home so badly that she would kill Father and me? Kill her false family? Home, to her own blood. Her true family. I suppose it doesn't make any difference now. I am asking you questions you could not possibly know the answer to. I am finished with thoughts like that. I am finally able to go on living without clinging to hate. If I truly treasure those who have died, then I must earnestly atone for my sins. Father, Glenn, all of the soldiers who have fallen, the people of Duscur who still suffer persecution. The only atonement I can offer them now is to take responsibility for this broken kingdom that has been entrusted to me. That is why I feel that I must meet with Edelgard and try to talk to her. Do you think it is a fool's errand? Honestly, I think so too. But I must swallow my feelings and grudges, our whole history really, and ask her about this future that she sees. What she aims for once her domination is complete. What kind of justice she clings to as she fights. And why she felt it necessary to start this war. I believe that asking her these things is the true responsibility I have been tasked with as king. We will march our troops to the Imperial capital. But I will tell her that I need to speak with her in a safe place, without any weapons or troops. As to whether or not she will agree to my request, well, that rests solely on Edelgard. I would like to believe that as well.
I'm not sure.
You know, Professor, when we fought in Ferdiad, Cornelia mocked me and called me pitiful. But even if it is true that my stepmother never loved me, I am not to be pitied. After all, I have allies and dear friends who care for me. And now, I also have you by my side.
So, we had a lot dropped on us. Oh yeah, I don't think... Did he even get a chance? Like, I know Eloise fought, but... 2 points! 2 points! Alright, one more time I think should be maxed out. Man, it's still
Professor?
raining. Mercenaries, however, they run out of it.
No,
Ow, okay. Yeah, it probably isn't the best option, but I was just like trying to think about what he wanted. I'm just like, I don't know.
You... Pretty good job, if I do say so myself.
Alright.
Age is but an...
Once more. Alright, we're maxed out. And that's about to be maxed out Black Magic as well. That's pretty cool.
We did.
Yes, yes. Now we're gonna skip to the fight. The event, ooh.
Professor, do you think Edelgard will show up?
I said yeah.
Well, well. It's been a long time, Professor. And hello to you too, Dimitri.
Edelgard, I did not think you would actually accept my request.
Call it a win. Well then, what did you want to talk about?
I will get straight to the point. Why did you start this war? There had to be a way to change things in your territory without the need for so many senseless casualties.
It may be hard to believe, but this is the way that leads to the fewest casualties in the end. Don't you see?
How could I? Countless people have already lost their lives in this conflict.
The longer we took to revolt, the more victims this crooked world would have claimed. I weighed the victims of war against the victims of the world as it is now, and I chose the former. I believe that I have chosen the best path, the only path.
I'm sorry, what?
Even after seeing the faces of those who have suffered the ravages of war, you would still force them to throw their lives away for the future? You are obsessively devoted to this war, and deaf to the screams of its victims. You cannot change the cycle of the strong dominating the weak with a method like that.
You're wrong. That very cycle is exactly what I have devoted my life and my power to destroying. If after all of this, you believe the weak will still be weak, that is only because they are too used to relying on others instead of on themselves.
Yes, perhaps someone as strong as you are can claim something like that. But you cannot force that belief onto others. People aren't as strong as you think they are. There are those who cannot live without their faith, and those who cannot go on once they have lost their reason for living. Your path will not be able to save them. It is the path of the strong, and so it could only benefit the strong.
So you consider me strong, do you? Even if one clings to their faith, the goddess will never answer them. Countless souls will be lost that way, living without purpose. And I can be counted among those who have died that way as well. But that's why I must change this world, on behalf of the silent and weak.
And do you intend to become a goddess yourself? Will you steal the power to take action from the broken-hearted masses you claim to defend? The ones who can truly change the way of the world are not the rulers, but the people. Pushing your own sense of justice and your own ideals onto even one other person is nothing more than self-righteousness.
Maybe it is self-righteousness, but it doesn't matter. Someone has to take action and put a stop to this world's endless, blood-stained history.
Do you not believe in the power of the people to join together and rise up? Humans are weak creatures, but they are also creatures who help each other, support each other, and together find the right path. I have learned that humans are capable of all that from the Professor, and from everyone in my life.
I doubt a highborn person like yourself could know how the poor feel or what motivates them. This is nonsense, though I'm finally starting to understand how you feel. But that makes it even clearer to me that we can never fully understand each other.
I feel the same. I finally understand what you believe is right.
Goodbye, Dimitri.
Wait, Edelgard. There is something I must give you. This is for you. Use it to cut a path to the future you wish for. And I will rise up to meet you there. Elle?
Elle! So it's true. You're really going away? Going back home?
There's nothing I can do about it. It's all happening so fast. I'm as surprised as you are.
Elle. Here. I want you to have this. Elle, listen to me. No matter how hard things get, you can't give in, okay? You've got to cut a path to the future you wish for, no matter what.
It's a dagger? Why would you give me something like this?
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't think of anything better to give you.
Edelgard, what are you doing? It's time to go. Hurry and get in the carriage.
Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle. I have to go now.
I remember now. You gave me a dagger all those years ago.
I'm still sorry about that. I should have given you something that would have made you happier.
Perhaps. At the time, I was quite flustered by such a dangerous gift. I left without giving you a proper response, and that was the last time we saw each other.
True. It is a sweet memory, with a bitter ending.
I'm afraid it will do no good to reminisce, Dimitri. That girl you knew back then is gone, as good as dead. But I'll tell you now what I wasn't able to tell you back then. Thank you, my dear forgotten friend. Because of you, I never lost my heart. As for the future, that will be decided in battle. King of Fargus, as the Emperor, I shall await your arrival in Inbar.
Oh my god, so we have so much.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now.
One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love, as well as I love her.
Wait, oh, I'm choosing someone? Oh, I could give the Sothis as an option? Sure. Whew, that was some heavy stuff. I'm actually going to cut this episode short here, because I think that this final battle deserves an episode all on its own. So I will catch you guys in the next video.